we're taking a look at an ultra affordable dive watch. It gets a dual crown setup, a lumed inner rotating bezel, it's automatic, and it's on a bracelet, all for under $250. Let's flip the camera and take a look at the Oceanica Thresher. So it's been a little while since I featured an Oceanica on the channel. I believe it was actually during the pandemic where I first featured one of their watches. That, I believe, was also a dual crown watch. I think they like them, and they make very affordable watches. This comes in at a phenomenal price considering the watch that you're getting. I really don't know how brands do it. This is $249. I have to start out with that because it is pretty incredible. This is an automatic watch. It gets an NH35. It actually comes in better packaging than this. I believe that this is just sort of reviewer's packaging. I think it actually comes with a roll as well. I'm not entirely sure, but if you look on their website, I believe that's what it comes with. It has a textured dial. It sort of has a teak dial. It's, you know, vertical stripes on the dial, which looks really good. You have applied indices, and you do have an inner rotating bezel on this watch. This is the green dial variant. So, you know, you either like that or you don't. I think they make a blue dial and they make a black dial. You do get a sapphire crystal. You get a screwed in case back, and both of the crowns are screwed in. So you do have dual crowns and both are screwed in. So this crown right here operates the inner rotating bezel. Now, I'm not sure about the lume on this watch, and I will do a lume shot at the end. And it does click, so there are some faint clicks that you actually feel when you turn the bezel. I don't know if you could actually hear it as well. It feels really good, actually, and screws in very, very nicely. And then, of course, the bottom crown, that operates the time. Now, you do have a date there at the 3 o'clock. That replaces the index at 3 o'clock. This is in all stainless steel, and there are different finishes throughout the case. So you do have brushing and a chamfered edge, which is polished. The edges of the bracelet are polished, and I believe that the bracelet does have push pins, but it is all brushed as well. It's sort of an oyster style bracelet, and then you have a generic sort of micro brand buckle with 3 positions of micro adjust, a little bit small, but then again, you are paying $249 for this watch. I think that is phenomenal. It is signed Oceanica right there. I think this is called the Thresher, for obviously named after a shark. And then, of course, on the back of the case, you could see it says the name right there, Oceanica Watch Co. 200 meters of water resistance, automatic, and then stainless steel. You do get a sapphire crystal, and then there's a shark here and Thrasher. Nothing is sharp back here. It feels really nice, actually, especially, again, considering the price. It almost looks like you could rotate this bezel. So they've actually looked like they designed a watch where you get a rotating, external rotating bezel, but it's not. It's actually inner rotating, which is kind of cool. I like that they put the little notches in the design of this watch. It sort of reminds me of a Omega. It's not really a direct homage to any one watch, but it's sort of a mashup of a few different watches. You get a little bit of Aquaterra in that dial. You have the Oceanica logo there. You have a shark on that logo. Some people don't like that logo. I remember that from my previous videos that I've done for this brand, but sword hands on here, those are filled with lume. You have a little arrow for the second hand that has a little pip on it. That is filled with lume, and all the hands are filled with lume. I have no idea if that inner rotating bezel has lume on it. We will do a lume shot in just a few minutes. Let me throw it on my wrist so you can see what it looks like on my 7.5-inch wrist. But before we do, I want to do quick measurements. We'll do a lume shot at the end. So this is a 41 millimeter watch. It's like 41 almost on the spot. And that is between the 2 crowns. At the crown, obviously, it's going to be a lot larger than that. It's like 44 millimeters, but it doesn't wear like a 44 millimeter watch, and I'll show you that in just a second. You do get a sapphire crystal. It is slightly domed, and it's 12.2 millimeters thick, and you can see it is really, it might be a flat sapphire crystal. It might be just a little bit raised from the case, and that's really it. And then you have mail-in links on here, but at the actual case, it's 47.8. At the bracelet, it is 53.9, and then the crowns have big crown guards around them, so it's 5.9 and 5.8, so it's probably around 5.9 and 5.9, probably the same exact crowns, and they are signed. You do have crown guards around each one, sort of part of the design of this watch, as you can see. I do like it. It's kind of weird looking and a little interesting. I think they did a good job with the design on this watch. I really do, and especially, again, $249. You really cannot beat that. You get an actual automatic watch with an NH35. Automatic watches were never this cheap when I was growing up. I always say this, but you know, I sound like an old man. Very quickly, let me show you what I have on my wrist. I'll throw this on my wrist, and then we will do a lume shot. Today, I have my Zelos on. This is the Zelos Spearfish with the Le Jouperet movement, which you can see from the back. I love this movement. I love this watch. It's really a great watch. Zelos makes some really cool watches, but you know, they are going up in price. They have been slowly stepping up their prices over time, and they used to offer watches in this price range, in that, you know, $250 price range. They no longer do, unfortunately. But here you go, $249. I have a 7.5 inch wrist. It's a 41 millimeter watch. It wears like a 41 millimeter watch. Maybe a little bit bigger than that because of the crowns, but other than that, really not that bad. And I have to say, the finishing on everything is actually really good. You even get that polished chamfered edge on the case. Everything very nice for the price. Anyway, very quickly, a lume shot, and then we'll wrap up the video. Well, there you go. Lume isn't great. You can see the inner rotating bezel is lumed, but it's not liberally applied with lume. The indices are a little bit better, and the hands are, I would say, liberally applied with lume. Those actually will hang on. Everything else will fade pretty quickly. All in all, though, for $249, this is pretty good. Lume is very expensive, so the fact that it has this much lume is really not that bad. Would I like to see more lume? Of course. I would like them to liberally apply the lume throughout the entire watch. Of course, that would raise the price. $249 is a very low price for an automatic that actually has lume and 200 meters of water resistance. So, sapphire, crystal, all these other things. So, tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. I want to hear from you guys. What do you think of this brand? What do you think of them offering watches at a really good price? Sometimes that works, sometimes it backfires on brands and they actually don't make any money. So what do you guys think? Tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. I want to hear from you guys. Please also don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell icon. It is super helpful for the channel and I very much appreciate it. Please follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is WatchChrisBlog, all one word. I have some links in the description. Those links are to Whatnot and to Joma Shop. If you click on those links, obviously follow me over on Whatnot. I do tons of live streams and giveaways there. And also Joma Shop, I am now affiliated with them, so check out my link down in the description to watches that I have picked through Joma Shop. Anyway, thank you for logging on. I'll catch you guys in the next video.